Okay, we should be streaming now. Okay, so from I got this bezel connected. This is a continuation of assembling this framework laptop 13, and I was struggling with this bezel. This is the AMD 740 with the transparent bezel. The transparent bezel, unlike what the guide says, doesn't have any adhesive, and the cables here were in the way and it wasn't allowing it to close. You would have seen that in the past stream. So what I did was I just pushed these cables that way. Let's see if I can get this bezel off now. Yeah, okay, top left corner. That's how you want to do it. Man. Then, okay. Yep. Alright, so the other issue is here there is some adhesive that still has the paper on, so whoever assembled it at the factory forgot about to take this paper off. I'll need a contact framework about that to find out what that's actually meant to be attaching to. Assume maybe it's meant to attach to here. Yeah, so we can see yeah, there's some paper there. On this side there's no adhesive, but yeah, these cables here were being quite a problem. So the trick is you just push everything here downwards, yeah, like that. At least that seems to have done it on my side. It probably would have worked better, but at the same time it's very close to the screw here. So the whole situation is it's very tight. See, this needs to be fastened onto here, and otherwise this clip, it does move a little bit if you bend. So, and probably the angles of these, like maybe it would be better if the right one was on the top or something. So rather than the other one, because this one, it doesn't seem like it has much give. So anyway, that's just what I did then. Okay, so let's see what happens now. This is definitely going to attach to that, so I'm just going to take this adhesive off now and attach. Whoop, and it's attached to itself. Okay. Maybe that's meant to attach to the bezel. So yeah, we'll go in and then we angle the bezel downwards like that, and yeah, it connects all quite nicely then. Let's get a light here. Make sure that, because my concern is I don't want that adhesive thing, because I'm not sure what the deal is with that adhesive. Man, that's really tough to, okay, there we go. Yeah. And maybe the adhesive's just meant to attach to the case, maybe. I don't know. I mean, to the bezel. Yep. Alright, so but anyway, that's in there now. Alright, so let's continue with the guide. Okay. Yep. Okay. So I'm just going until the problem is people have different strength. Okay. Alright, and now it's gonna be alright, so now we want the expansion cards. Oh, video. So yeah, just put them in until, yeah, a bit of friction. So I mean a bit of resistance, the first bit of resistance. So at this point I'm just going to do all of the USB-Cs. Oh, wrong way. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm just testing that hinge because of our concerns. And these little blue covers that I guess are meant to go over the camera lens What are they even covering? Because the little part that the... Oh yeah. Okay, alright. Now, let's use the power supply. And how do you even get into it? There goes my phone. Oh, it's a right angle one. Where's a right angle? It's interesting. Alright, so now we're booting. Apparently this first run it's going to take a while. But I want to, okay, there we go. So we're into the BIOS. I want to see what version it is. So the BIOS version is 30.03.16. So the latest one I believe is 3.7. Yeah, 3.17. Yeah, so that would be it. So it's an older version, it's 3.16 instead of 3.17. Standalone, okay, so it standalone operation is set to disabled. However, standalone detection is set to enabled. I don't understand what, maybe operations skip hardware checks for chassis open. Operating. Okay, so I think that, yeah. Okay, so standalone detection is set to enabled, but standalone operation is set to disabled. This is probably the correct thing. Detect seems that this combination allows it to run either in the laptop or standalone. So they are shipping with main boards that are suitable for use standalone now. Man, the up key has a really annoying sound to it. You guys hear that? What? Let me bring my microphone closer. The other keys are fine. Alright, but I should get out of this before I start whacking cables. Okay, system time. Alright, that'd have to be manually set. Yeah. So oh, you can swap control and function in the BIOS settings. That's cool. I did want the clear option, but I don't think it was available on the Framework 13 at this time. Okay, so let's now put... Alright, you're the backups. Where's my... yeah. Alright, so then this is going to be Fedora. Fedora's recommended for the initial setup, and then we'll try Pop OS later. So how do I exit? Okay, just escape. Yeah, discard changes. Yeah. Hopefully that up sound changes. I mean, no beautiful device. Oh man, it's so small. Let me change into HDMI. Alright, so this one here doesn't support display output, but the other ones do. Alright, so pressing doesn't work in the middle. It's not like a Mac where you can press it anywhere. It's, I guess, double tapping. Man, I don't understand this at all. Alright. So it's a double tap style one. You can't press up the top, you gotta press down the bottom. Man, when you use Apple's trackpads, this is awful. Man. Okay. I just want to press there and nothing's happening. Okay. This is probably the worst trackpad I've ever used in my life. Man, okay. At least like the mouse stuff is fine, but we got that awful sound on the page up. Alright, all the others are fine. It's just the page up button sounds awful. And I can't tap that. Oh man. This is rough. Maybe that's why some people just use keyboards, as they're used to one of these trackpads. Okay. Alright, so first, oh man, that's gonna take such a long time to get used to. Because if you hard tap, it doesn't recognize it at all. Like if you use the force you would on a magic trackpad. Alright. Alright, man, we need Ethernet, and I didn't get the Ethernet port. Okay. What about Wi-Fi? I'll just use the USB-C one. Where's my dongles kit? We'll move power into the bottom left. Man, how do you get these things out? Okay, release, slide, I guess. Huh? Okay. Let's just use adapter. Okay. There's Ethernet, and there's your HDMI. Now we will go into share, and yeah, there we go. Man, what on earth is happening right now? Look at this. I try and scroll up here. What? Okay, I gotta click in it to then scroll. Alright, displays. Mirror. Alright, so now you should see what I'm seeing. Okay. Alright, so we have to put it on a... Ah, here we go. But yeah, that's not going to be there because we got to install it. Okay. Oh, wait, it is there. Oh, that's interesting. Man, so how do I drag then if I can't? Oh man. So the whole reason people adopt keyboards is the use of shitty trackpads. God, this trackpad's awful. Absolutely awful. Man, maybe I just stick that on there. Crazy. Man, you really gotta whack that trackpad. That is crazy. Like, slam it down. Okay. Maybe it's haptic and we just need to do a let's upgrade everything first. But things should already kind of be updated though. Guess there's no updates. Alright. What? Alright, so we'll try the other option. Alright, so we need a USB drive. I'll just I don't know what's on the USB drive, so we'll just get my keyboard while I check it out. This. Alright, we need to eject this so I can know which one it is. You're a 128 gigabyte drive. And you were running Fedora apparently. Had Fedora on it. Maybe the last time I used it was trying to get this all going last time. Alright, so just erased it. Now we're gonna add a new petition. Do we need to call it something special? Okay, no, it doesn't matter. Okay. Unmount. Alright, that's power off. Okay. I'm going to figure out this HDMI thing. Video, there we go, let's close you. How do we get, surely it's just pressing down on you, right? Man. Alright. So this one can't do HDMI, but then this one can. Man, they really get in there. Alright, where's our HDMI going? Okay. Alright. And let's refer to the email about which ones work well. Alright. Man, that's rough. Okay. Oh, but we still need Ethernet anyway. Let's go with my Ethernet, this Ethernet adapter. Let's go with you in here. And we'll swap you out and we'll put you along the back with this guy. Alright, let's try that. Alright, so to update the BIOS. Alright, boot from file, I guess. Oh, we need to put, we'll detach the Ethernet, we don't need that right now. Maybe boot from file. Okay, there we go, something's happening. Do you see it? Oh, you don't see it. I guess the HDMI doesn't work when we're, yeah. Okay. Can I find a EFI system partition? Maybe I have to install Fedora first onto it, and then from there I can install. Okay. So let's go back with, we don't need the SD, so there we go, put the USB-C back in, what's this one? So not all the USB-C ports are equal. Alright, the 4 is the good one. Okay. Okay. And I'll Ethernet. Alright, let's go. So we'll install Fedora and then try update the BIOS again. We'll do the test. Alright, let's install. Oh man, the trackpad. Yeah. Right. Are you guys? Yeah. Let's see, while that's installing system about. Oh, we can see the firmware version from here. Okay. Yeah, I would never use like the tap like that ever on the Apple trackpads. I would always just use the press, because on Apple you got the force press, which does different things. So depending on how hard you press, it does something different. This one, it bends a little bit because the port's like so close to the bottom. I can't use these on like this. This is making it bend. I have to attach like a lanyard to it instead. So we can see it's really bendy bend. It's interesting. Yeah, fortunately there's some give. Okay. Exit to live desktop. Yeah. So power off. Back to the video. So I was talking about this USB key. I've got it on a key ring, and normally that's not a problem because the USB ports are a bit higher, but here it's causing it to bend a little bit. So I would need to use like a lanyard strap or something instead. Yeah. Okay. So now Fedora should be installed. Yeah. Get this off and swap it with the lanyard. Yep, English Australia. Skip that for now. Skip this for now. And Perth. Alright, let's just say admin. Framework admin. Okay. Yeah. So it was, what was it? It was, I have to look it up. Okay, framework AMD BIOS upgrade. Okay. Alright, and now we should be okay. Boom, update, yeah. Continue tidying up. Okay. Are we going on time? 1:53. Okay.